Welcome back to my Let's Play Muscowy campaign. The year is now 1547, and even though I am making a lot of progress east, it has been fairly slow going so far. I have been playing extremely defensively, which I know can't be much fun to watch, but I don't have much experience with such a huge country, and I do feel like it's been a case of constantly trying to balance plates, and that if I do get involved in a war, I do need to look at committing to it long term, and doing so drives up war exhaustion and creates massive problems with rebellions. So I'm quite happy with the way things are going, but I do fully acknowledge that it could have been done a lot better. You can carry back going to Muscowy. So essentially my colonising attempts will continue. We are marching steadily eastward. The only limiting factor really is the amount of colonists we're getting. We're actually fairly close to a new idea. Once we've got our stability, we can start investing in government tech again, and then we'll be able to pick up colonial ventures and get a lot more colonists. In the meantime, I'm going to be continuing my strategy of building army buildings and arms manufactories wherever I can, whenever I can afford them, really. Okay, getting lots of stubborn rebels. Denmark has ceded territory to Castile. That's quite amusing. I think I'll start my next colony in Alamuli. And yes, no doubt that's another province whose name I have butchered. Just going to dial back the army maintenance. We could probably save a little bit of money. And as we're only really facing rebels at this moment in time, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, bugger. That's the second time that's happened. Oh, hell. It looks like I'm going to need to rearrange the layout of my armies at the moment, just to ensure we don't have to take too long getting from one revolt to the next. God damn, that's annoying. Naturally, that's going to be the problem with Siberia. It just takes so long to get your troops from place to place. Well, I suppose I better start back again at Idnica. Okay, so our stability will go up next month, according to this. Which means I'm going to focus on government tech. We should get our next level in a year and a half, which will grant us another idea. Actually, yeah, you can stay there. Oh, that's so annoying. insulted us. That's interesting. This is good. It's okay. Well, I was thinking that if the rebels could just take this province, we could be able to get there before Ming. Another terrible event. Yep, so he's lose 2 stability for no reason. For no benefit, at least. Do seem to be losing a lot of generals at the moment. I'm trying to move steadily east. Okay, so Muscowy shall have some additional population. So they're going to Tara first of all, so we'll have to pursue. So we have a reasonable stability advisor, but I'll see if we can't get a better one right now. Okay, level 5 is pretty good. Okay, so that makes 4 colonies on the go. I think I'll focus on getting those 4 prepared. And sorry guys, I know my commentary, as bad as it usually is, has been pretty lacking recently, but right now there's really very little I can say. All the game is really going to involve for the next, I don't know, perhaps 50 or so years, is literally just colonising these horde territories. I mean, once we've got them, we'll be sitting on a nation that can support a huge, absolutely massive amount of armies. And once I'm in that position, then I'm going to start enacting my revenge for all the crap we got through in the past. Okay, we completed a mission. That's good. I do like these missions. Building weapons factories is pretty much what I want to be doing, so it's nothing glorious like an ex-Austria or anything, but it is pretty useful to have. Japan has been discovered, along with most of the eastern world. So Ming has made some steps into Manchu, Korea still lives, and Fujiwara does seem to be doing a pretty good job of taking over a lot of Japan. Majapahit is pretty huge. And they've even taken some out of China. That's interesting. This could be the most interesting Malay region I've ever seen. And yeah, the Timurids, as expected, absolutely huge, and being beaten by the Ottomans. Okay. As I said, I do hope to expand into India, so I suppose once we've taken up the two hordes, then it'll definitely be more expansion into Timurids. It would be so much easier if they were not a horde and I could just take territory in peace treaties. I need more money. Okay, well that's been taken care of. Just having a look around the world at the moment. Very little expansion into the New World. But it is interesting, it is different to see such large powers still. Normally, in the campaign I've played, everyone's pretty fragmented. Normally, so I'm a bit more aggressive in my wars and I can force nations to release other nations and break them up that way, but yeah, I've not really been able to do that in this game. So for 200 ducats we could reduce revolt risk by 2 for how long? 4 years. That's not really worth it at the moment. I'm hoping to save up as much money as I can for building manufactories. Okay, Norway has ceded something to Sweden. It's good to see the balance of power remaining. And we can have another idea. That's fantastic. There's not really much a choice here. I'll take Colonial Ventures. More colonists means faster expansion east, and the sooner I'll be able to get onto the fun stuff. So that's 3.5 colonists per year. That's pretty fantastic. Austria is being a bit antagonistic. We don't currently share a border with them, which could be protecting us. What concerns me about Austria is the massive amounts of troops they can field and the technology of the armies they have. They're currently 2 levels ahead of us. We're doing a fairly decent job of catching up technologically, but we are still behind. And normally Austria is the Holy Roman Emperor. They're not at the moment, but whoever is Emperor will have pretty much unlimited manpower. There's only been 1 reform so far in the HRE. Oh damn, another stability. Not great. Going to up my investment to full. So it's going to be roughly a year before we come up to +1 stability. good. The most important news at the moment is the fact that each province we take from the hordes is strengthening our centre of trade. I'm really hoping to avoid losing it to stagnation. Although it's a shame that doesn't count as a coastal centre of trade. I mean, it is next to a sea. I know it's a very small one, but... Oh, I'm sensing a pattern here. Nationalism doesn't last forever, thankfully. Oh, what's this? Caesar will die? Caesar's died! Caesar was supposed to be a legend. Find me that oracle and kill her. I hope it won't surprise you to know that I'm not going to take a stability hit. So yeah, if you've not watched the previous video, we did receive an event that said that a soothsayer, an oracle, something nonsensical like that, had predicted great things for Caesar. Obviously it wasn't meant to be. Perhaps he ruled a school with an iron fist, I don't know. More naval tech, hardly important. Where to next? Let's try Turkestan. Ah, Kazaki Pretender Rebels. Wow, very effective Pretender Rebels. As I say, the only other way to increase the amount of colonists we get would be to somehow move our centre of trade. If you have a coastal one, it does give you an extra 0.25 colonists per year. But moving a centre of trade just isn't possible. Not too sure how I feel about Bavaria eating up Lithuania. Yeah, they've ceded 2 territories. One of which was a province I was after myself. So many colonies, I'm forgetting which ones needs attention. We are doing a good job of getting inflation down, but I'm going to do a bit more minting just to hopefully reach a level where we're getting enough of a surplus each year to get on with building manufactories. I need as many of them as possible. Okay, that can grow naturally. That can grow naturally. That's almost done. Let's head to Kipshak next. Yep, 17 ducats, please. That's going to be frustrating. Okay, you're heading east to Argin, so I shall intercept you. You can just go home, you're useless. Where's that? Ah. Is this a Brunei rebel? No. Okay, another province. Let's try again with Tobolsk. Okay, Timurids have shown up. That's nice. At least now we've uncovered most of the territory, we shouldn't have to worry about not being able to chase down armies that we've defeated. Okay, well I think I'll just have a little break for the moment, so I'll call this episode and see you next time. Sorry we didn't have much more happening. Thanks for watching though. Bye bye.